Now we've got our curve lens here, we're going to look at the back of the camera. Alright, so we need to add some features, mode buttons, LCD screens that will help it make more like a digital camera. So to do that, I'm going to select the surface on the back, and then I'm going to go into the sketch mode. Alright, what we want to do here is create a square rectangle that we can extrude in on itself, removing the material, and that'll give us space in order to put an LCD screen. So if I go rectangle, 2 point, I'm going to go from that corner right over to the 70mm line. If it's not letting me snap on, then you go tab, 70, enter, and then select it. What we want to do now is stop the sketch, hit the shape that we've just done, extrude it, but instead of extruding it out, we're going to extrude it in on itself. And we're only going to extrude a distance of 1mm. Okay, what we want to do now is, again, remove the harshness of those sharp edges. So we'll grab our fillet tool and we'll go around each of these outside edges, and we're going to just put a fillet on there of 1mm. If it won't do that, let's go 0.5 and hit OK. So now if we'll rotate right around, we've got a nice soft edge on there. Next thing we want to do is we want to put some buttons along the side here. So again, we'll go into sketch mode, and this time we're going to use the cylinders, so the circle tool. Again, it's on the drop down if need be. So to get it nice and neat, we can just do a couple 8mm buttons, space it nice and neat inside there. If you find that, as you can see here, it's not quite even in the spacing, alright, if you go sketch and trim, we can delete it and we can give it another shot. So if I go from here, 8mm, and then we have not exact spacing but good enough. We're happy with that, stop the sketch, and now that allows us, I'll just go back to the rear view. That gives us two sketches that we can extrude. Now you can do both at the same time by holding down the shift key and selecting your two shapes and extruding that out. So again, I can extrude that out. 5's probably a bit too much. I'm going to go 2 and then hit enter. So now we've got some buttons on the back here. Again, we want to fillet the edges. Okay, just so, like all buttons, they're going to be nice and round. So that's one way to do the buttons.